But dear God, are you listening? Why does Commissioner Thorne and so many others question my decision in a special counsel? Lord, your flawed, hard-headed, and imperfect child, I'm a little confused. I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do, paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one. I hired one white woman, a good personal friend and great lawyer. A superstar, I tell you. I hired one white man, brilliant, my friend, and a great lawyer. And I hired one black man, another superstar, a great friend, and a great lawyer. Oh Lord, they gonna be mad when I call them out on this nonsense. First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one? Isn't it them playing the race card when they constantly think, I need someone from some other jurisdiction in some other state to tell me how to do a job I've been doing almost 30 years? God, why don't they look at themselves and just be honest? I mean, can't they keep it 100 with themselves? Why are they so surprised that a diverse team that I assembled, your child, can accomplish extraordinary things? God, wasn't it them that attacked this lawyer of impeccable credentials? The black man I chose has been a judge more than 10 years, run a private practice more than 20, represented businesses in civil litigation. I ain't done, y'all. Served as a prosecutor, a criminal defense lawyer, special assistant attorney general, won Chief Justice Robert Benham Award from the State Bar of Georgia. You know, they ain't just giving this to black men. How come, God, the same black man I hired was acceptable when a Republican in another county hired him and paid him twice the rate? Oh, y'all ain't hear me. In another county, the elected official has the authority to pay him twice the rate. Why is the white male Republican's judgment good enough, but the black female Democrats not? Now please hear me. I'm not criticizing his judgment. The people of his county elected him to make that decision. In fact, let me put it on the record. He's someone I respect because he was always willing to hire diversity. He was just looking for quality. I don't care political party. They care about it. My only question is, why is it question me?
All right, my friends, J.R. Dukes at your service. I want to welcome all my free-minded friends out there. I have got another story for you today. I'm continuing investigating the saga of sweet Fulton County DA Fani Willis. That was the speech that she gave this past Sunday to a church in Atlanta, Georgia. So basically, Fani Willis thinks, gee, I'm in trouble. I'm facing all kinds of felonies. This bogus case that I brought against the guy that's about to be the next president of the United States is about to implode and explode. I got caught committing felonies. I have been caught taking taxpayer money via my boyfriend. So what do I need to do? Hey, I'll go talk to God. That's what I'll do. I'll go to church and start talking to God. This woman has no shame. What does she do? She ends up playing the race card. Despicable, Fani. You should be ashamed of yourself. I can't scream it or say it loud enough. With all the problems we have in this country, you do not do black Americans, black people in general, minorities as a whole, any favors when you commit a crime, you're accused of a crime, and you go to church and complain that somehow, some way, your malfeasance is because you're black, because you're a minority, and you're being picked on. Well, that is a load of crap, and I'm going to call you out on it every single day. Folks, this case has just started. I can assure you this case is extremely deep. This case is going to have a lot of interesting tangents that we're going to go down. It has only started, and obviously the legacy media, for some reason, they are pretty well turning a blind eye to this, which is ridiculous in itself. We'll just have to see what is going on as time rolls by, but for the most part, other than Fox News and a few other small outfits, they are just simply turning a blind eye to this particular case, which doesn't surprise me because it's related to Donald Trump and the Republicans, and we all know that the legacy media doesn't treat Republicans fair at all, especially if your name is Donald Trump. So what I want to do is we're going to go through this again, and we're going to talk about it, and I definitely have to respond to these ridiculous comments that she has put out. Basically and briefly, I want to make sure everybody understands what's going on. This is the current Fulton County DA, Fani Willis. She, on her own initiative, decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and indict former President Trump and a whole slew of other people, grandmothers that were acting as electors for the 2020 election. I'm going to go ahead and not just indict these people. I'm going to hammer them with the heaviest tool I have in my arsenal that we normally go after gangsters with, and that is the RICO statutes. I'm going to go after these people and put them in prison for life, and my goal is to stop Donald Trump from being president of the United States again. Basically, she has become part of the Democratic lawfare, is the term that we've been using, in denying you and me the right to vote for who we want as our next president. So I'm going to call her out on this BS. I'm not going to tolerate it. I don't want you to tolerate it either. So let's dissect this step by step. Here we go.
But dear God, are you listening? Why does Commissioner Thorne and so many others question my decision in a special counsel?
Well, Fanny, we're questioning your special decision because you're a criminal and you got caught. This is obviously par for the course for you, but this has nothing to do with you being black. This has to do with everything that you have apparently been caught committing malfeasance, criminal activity.
Lord, you're flawed, hard-headed, and imperfect child. I'm a little confused.
Well, Fanny, I'm going to help straighten you out, young lady. Let's get with it.
I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do.
That's not exactly correct. It is your right to request a special prosecutor if you believe a special prosecutor is necessary to give the public the appearance of nothing being inappropriate, of no improprieties. But you were supposed to go first to the Fulton County Board for permission, and you failed to do so.
Paid them all the same hourly rate.
That's not true either. Why do you give facts that are false? These are easily items and facts that we can check on, and you did not pay them the same.
They only attacked one. I hired one white woman, a good personal friend and great lawyer. A superstar, I tell you. I hired one white man, brilliant, my friend, and a great lawyer. And I hired one black man, another superstar, a great friend, and a great lawyer. Oh Lord, they gonna be mad when I call them out on this nonsense. First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now.
That's exactly right, Fanny, and I'm going to play the race card.
But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card?
No, Fanny, it's you solely playing the race card. You're the one bringing it up. You're the one trying to create enough smoke to cover your illegal activities and to scare away anybody from calling you out on it. And it doesn't scare me because I don't care. I may be a white man, obviously, but I have a diverse group of friends that are of all races, starting with my family. So you can call me whatever you want to call me, but I'm calling you out on your BS. And this is BS, young lady.
When they only question one.
Yeah, you're right. We only question one. We only question the one black man that you have been accused in divorce papers because you have been accused of sleeping with this woman's husband. You are being accused of this one black man because this is the black man that is allegedly the one that you are funneling money to, that you're going on trips with to Napa Valley, that you're taking cruises with, that you're having expensive dinners with. Who else knows exactly what's going on, Fanny? But the reason we're focusing on this one black gentleman is because he is the one that you're in bed with. Now, unless you've been sleeping with the other people that you're referencing, which who knows? You never know how this case is going to go. This is the reason we're focused in on this one particular black man. This is also the same black man that clearly has no qualifications to do or take care of a RICO case. Published reports say he's never actually handled one felonious case. Published reports state that this guy has no experience to be doing what he's doing. He's also been apparently accused of other, let's just call them ill acts in the past that other news agencies are still investigating and reporting on. This is just the tip of the iceberg, I have a feeling. So let's see where this goes. All right, Fanny?
Playing the race card when they constantly think, I need someone from some other jurisdiction in some other state to tell me how to do a job I've been doing almost 30 years.
Well, the way I look at that, Fanny, is you've had 30 years of apparent corruption that we need to check. Because I'm certain that had you not decided to go after Donald Trump and take him out so we can't vote for the person we want as president, I'm sure this is probably just normal par for the course for you, isn't it? I'm certain that we're going to find all types of corruption and malfeasance that you and your group of people have committed. And here's the ultimate irony, Ms. Fani Willis. This is probably a RICO case that you are looking at. I wonder how many other individuals are in cahoots with you on this. I wonder how vast your criminal network of individuals runs. Well, we're going to find out.
God, why don't they look at themselves and just be honest? I mean, can't they keep it 100 with themselves? Why are they so surprised that a diverse team that I assembled, your child, can accomplish extraordinary things?
Fanny, this has nothing to do with the race card. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with this team that you are so proud of yourself putting together. You are the one that chose to go after all these individuals with RICO to mess up their lives. These people are facing decades in jail, in prison. They are facing losing their lives, losing their careers, losing their ability to support themselves and or their families. And it's because of you and your decision to go ahead and try to make a name for yourself. You're a sick, sick individual, Fanny.
God, wasn't it them that attacked this lawyer of impeccable credentials? The black...
Impeccable credentials. Are you kidding me? I have seen other news reports talking about your boyfriend, Nathan Wade, having been accused of other types of, let's just call it illegal activities or some kind of nonsense that's been going on. It's all over the internet, and I will be addressing them in videos to come.
The man I chose has been a judge more than 10 years, run a private practice more than 20.
Okay, a judge for 10 years, folks. Don't get in your hair messed up on this one here, because what this boils down to is he's been serving as what's called a municipal judge or visiting judge. Basically, he's handling traffic tickets or small claim issues. When a judge needs a vacation or the regular judge needs time off, they normally have a rotation of other lawyers that they use. This guy is a peon. He's an ambulance chaser. Just go to his website. I don't even believe it says anything about criminal representation. If it did, it's more like a side note. The number one thing on his website is the fact he's an ambulance chaser, aka personal injury lawyer. You have a personal injury claim, just give Mr. Nathan Wade a call.
Represented businesses in civil litigation. I ain't done, y'all. Served as a prosecutor, a criminal...
Yeah, sure, he served as a prosecutor. You hired him as a prosecutor, and additionally, other published reports are saying that he was going around to the current defendants in this RICO case and passing out his cards saying, hey, if you need representation, contact me. What is that all about? Does that mean if he handles their particular case, they're going to get a favorable deal? I mean, what's going on, Fanny?
Defense lawyer, special assistant One Chief Justice Robert Benham Award from the State Bar of Georgia. You know, they ain't just giving this to black men.
Well, it has nothing to do with being a black man or whatever color man you are. If you get a reward, you deserve a reward, so be it. But you're not being honest with this particular speech and talking to everybody, because you know and I know that being a assistant AG, that is nothing more than the Attorney General's office hiring a lawyer to do something on behalf of the state. That's what an assistant AG is. It's just like you hiring him to do something for you, in effect makes him an assistant DA or whatever. It's just titles, and you're blowing smoke again, trying to obscure the facts of your criminal activity and Nathan Wade's criminal activity.
How come God, the same black man I hired, was acceptable when a Republican in another county hired him and paid him twice the rate? Oh, y'all ain't hear me. In another county, the elected official has the authority to pay him twice the rate. Why is the white male Republican's judgment good enough, but the black female Democrats not?
Again, Fanny, a whole lot of noise about a nothing burger. That was nothing that you said. It is the fact that you're trying to create smoke, trying to hide. Obviously, your guilty conscience for your illegal deeds. You realize you've been caught, you've been called out. You should have stayed in your shell and kept doing all these little activities that you're doing. You had to go ahead and go mainstream and not change your ways, thinking no one was going to come looking.
Now, please hear me. I'm not criticizing his judgment. The people of his county elected him to make that decision. In fact, let me put it on the record. He's someone I respect because he was always willing to hire diversity. He was just looking for quality. I don't care political party. They care about it.
Well, you're going to care about it, Fanny, because you know and I know that you're in serious trouble. You can throw all the smoke up that you want. You can scream God. You can scream racism. You can scream that you're a black woman and you're being picked on, but that's a crock. You know it's a crock. You willfully and purposely chose a boyfriend named Nathan Wade. You went ahead, you're living with this guy, you appoint him as special prosecutor to this case, and he has no experience whatsoever pertaining to felonious cases or RICO cases. You're paying him a ton of taxpayers' money that you are using inappropriately, because after you pay it to him, and by the way, I've heard it's up to $1 million as of right now, you give him $1 million to basically do the work no one else wants to do, which is essentially be with you, and now you got caught. So you pay $1 million to him. He has to be your lover boy. Sorry, I just had a chill run up my spine. Sorry about that there, Fani. At any rate, you're paying him $1 million. He has to be your lover boy, and he goes ahead and takes you on vacations, Napa Valley, cruises, whatever you're doing with this guy, and he's giving you all this money, all these benefits. This is illegal. You know it's illegal. It's called honest service fraud. It's called corruption. It's called evil. And you should be apologizing immediately to everyone and stop lying and stop hiding behind this race card. You're right. We're going to call you out on it because I'm going to call you on it. I don't have any dog in this fight other than the fact I'm fighting for justice for America, because you should not be allowed to destroy America and cause a constitutional crisis because you don't want Donald Trump to be the next president of the United States. You talk about election interference. Well, sweetheart, this is prima facie election interference. You're trying to create, and you are creating, a constitutional crisis by doing all this nonsense, going after Donald Trump and indicting all these other people that happen to be people that he's associated with directly or indirectly. You're just smashing these people, turning their lives upside down, destroying them because you want to make a name for yourself. Shame on you. Folks, understand, I am here to show you and tell you the truth. If you agree or disagree, put them in the comments below. If you're still with me, you might as well hit the thumbs up button. Please be sure to subscribe and share this video. Indoctrination and false information is rampant all over the internet, and I need your help to combat that by simply sharing this with someone you think would benefit from the content of my message that I have for each and every one of you. Folks, she can't get away with this. These people are evil. These people are just wrong. And we must do everything in our power to call this out for what it is and put a stop to it. And I need your help to do that. Will you do that, please? Well, as I always say, my friends, be sure to keep that free mind and never give up. And until next time, I am J.R. Dukes.